Imagine your mind as a garden. What if cultivating wellness was as simple and powerful as planting the right seeds? Hello everyone, I'm Maria Copeland, the founder of Earthstar LLC. And today, I want to share an exciting, groundbreaking approach to mental health treatment that reconnects us deeply with nature and our ancestral wisdom, herbalism. Right now, many individuals, especially within our own community, are struggling with mental health treatment because their current regimen doesn't fully resonate with them. Talk therapy is essential. It doesn't always address the deeper emotional and physiological needs that often stem from hormonal imbalances. As a result, prescription medication is commonly recommended as an additional treatment alongside therapy. But here's the issue. It's well known and documented that traditional mental health medications often come with unwanted side effects. Many people report feeling numb, detached, or out of alignment with their natural rhythm, furthering their sense of disconnection. And despite the existence of other healing options, pharmaceuticals remain the primary solution that's suggested and offered. This leads us to a critical question. Why is that? When we look deeper and complete analysis, we find that the root of the issue lies in a growing disconnection from nature, the original source of healing and emotional balance. This disconnection hasn't happened by accident. It has been imposed on medical systems that favor pharmaceuticals over plant-based remedies, laws that criminalize indigenous knowledge, and dominate narratives that paint herbs as ineffective or dangerous. Historically, our ancestors turned instinctively to the earth. They used sunlight for vitamin D and spiritual uplift, fresh air and herbs for attunement to mental clarity, nutritional dense foods and minerals for nourishment, medicinal plants to naturally regulate mood and heal the body. But today, modern urban living combined with the loss of generational knowledge has made it harder for many, especially within marginalized communities, to access and trust these natural remedies. The result is not only mental imbalance, but a cultural and spiritual one too. I have personally witnessed how reconnecting with the earth has transformed a client's emotional resilience. I've guided individuals who felt hopeless in conventional treatments towards stability by integrating herbal teas and mindful gardening. I have also worked with people who shared how growing and tending to herbs daily transformed their anxiety and deepened emotional awareness. And in my own life, losing regular access to herbs had a serious impact on my health. A housing disruption forced me away from daily fresh herbs and consistent sunlight. Even though I was eating what seemed like healthy meals from restaurants, my health rapidly declined. Yet medical providers overlooked obvious signs of nutritional deficiencies and dismissed my ongoing concerns. Instead, they by sudden and acute medical issues after a fall on obesity. And because of a previous diagnosis of anxiety, the emergency room doctors told me that the pain I felt in my crushed lumbar nerve root was all in my head, without even doing a physical or x-ray. I was offered benzodiazepines and a referral to a therapist, but no further assessment. It wasn't until I changed medical and finally received basic diagnostics like blood tests that the truth came out. I had a significant vitamin and mineral deficiency, directly connected to the loss of the herbal routine I daily did, which included plants that were naturally rich in B12, B6, magnesium, and more. My story is a clear example of how systematic biases in healthcare contribute to misdiagnosis, poor outcomes, and health disparities. It also shows how herbal medicine is often ignored or outright dismissed, even when it could be the key to restoring overall health. This experience inspired me to think, what if we could create a safe, guided approach enabling community members to regulate their mental health naturally? Earthstar LLC, we are implementing a plan based off Renata's 8-step change model to integrate herbalism into mainstream mental health care to do just that. And to lead successful change in the mental health field, we must create a sense of urgency, build a guiding coalition, form a strategic vision, enlist a volunteer army, remove barriers, generate short-term wins, sustain acceleration, and institute change. We are clearly communicating the current mental health crisis and why existing mental health treatments often fail. Many people feel alone, depression rates are at an all-time high, and people need to understand their right to heal naturally. Inclusive team made up of clinical social workers, nurse practitioners, holistic doctors, herbalists, pharmacists, and educators, each bringing their own expertise and perspective to the table. This kind of interconnected collaborative team ensures care is not only comprehensive, but also culturally responsive. When we work together across disciplines, we create a stronger safety net for the people we serve. It also helps manage overall costs and reduce the risk of burnout among professionals by sharing responsibility and supporting each other's roles. Develop individualized treatment plans, integrating herbal medicine and conventional diagnosis, clearly illustrating holistic health benefits. Use education workshops, community outreach, and social media to inspire participation, breaking stigma around herbal treatments and mental health. Equip clients with essential knowledge on interpreting blood and diagnostics to identify nutritional and hormonal imbalances. Offer personalized herbal regimens and multiple complementary practices such as journaling, meditation, art therapy, movement therapy, plant therapy, and more, which is chosen collectively by the therapist and client. Document and share stories of herbs being used to achieve emotional stabilization, showcasing herbalism's immediate impact through measurable improvements by analyzing quantitative and qualitative data. Expand through community herbal gardens, seminars, and training programs for healthcare professionals, creating a self-sustaining mental health care model that cycles in the community and retains local funds. Foster widespread adoption of herbal practices, embedding them into everyday life. Healthcare education and local economies, ensuring lasting cultural shifts and normalization. Even with a well laid out plan, we anticipate challenges like resistance from traditional medical practitioners and ongoing systemic biases against herbal medicine. But the momentum is shifting. Growing public interest, strong community support, and global proven effectiveness of herbal medicine all serve as powerful facilitators that make overcoming these barriers more possible than ever. We also have the tools to educate our communities, using a wealth of scientific articles and peer-reviewed medical journals that affirm the medicinal value and healing property of herbs. Some medical providers may fear that they're being pushed out of the field entirely, but that's not our goal. Our goal is not to replace existing medical treatments, but to complement them, especially in the realm of primary mental health care. We fully acknowledge the importance of emergency and specialty care and advocate for its use. But what we're also advocating is for the return to balance, working alongside communities to offer the kind of stabilizing, culturally rooted care that many medical providers are unwilling or unable to provide. Many facilities do not advocate for comprehensive diagnostics or holistic practices. That is where we differ. At EarthStar, we believe in a multidimensional approach to healing, one that honors the full spectrum of care. While we recognize that medication can be necessary for some, we do not rely on man-made pharmaceuticals for the first or only option for mental health treatment. Instead, we advocate for a more holistic path that integrates natural remedies and practices and individualized support. Our therapists collaborate closely with the clients to identify personalized healing paths that are not only individualized, but resonate with the clients. And to reach that future, we need your support. Imagine a world where mental health care does more than just treat symptoms. It empowers entire communities economically, spiritually, and ecologically. By supporting this initiative, you're helping to seed a new paradigm. Emotional well-being goes hand in hand with sustainable economic growth, where local farmers and herbalists thrive, where communities reconnect with ancestral knowledge, and where our reliance on pharmaceuticals is reduced in favor of natural, holistic healing. This is more than a project. It's a movement towards healing ourselves, our land, and our legacy. Together, let's reclaim our connection to nature and revive the ancient wisdom that has always guided true healing. Join us in cultivating healthier communities, restoring balance, and planting the seeds for a powerful legacy for holistic mental health care, one rooted in justice and collective well-being. This is our moment to grow the change that we've been waiting for. Thank you for walking this path with us.